So, here we sit. Bodies now litter the streets once again. Once again, rumors are rife. We have an endless supply of innuendo. And the ceaseless dichotomy rages eternal. To hash our tags and festoon our Facebook pics with Union Jack filters aplenty. Hashtag pray for London. Hashtag pray for Paris. Hashtag selfies for Syria. In short, on the one hand, we frustrate the terrorists by staying the course. The very same course, incidentally, that has kept them well supplied, more than sufficiently manned, and adequately inspired to wreak untold havoc on Western civilization for the last 16 years of this post-9/11 existence we currently inhabit. Or, and just hear me out here, maybe, possibly, in our darkest, most perverse imaginings, we could actually do something. I'll endeavor to keep this brief, as I believe this is neither the proper venue nor the appropriate time, and I refuse to sully the memories of these innocent victims by mugging a camera Obama style and prescribing prompt legislation in the aftermath, often without allowing the electorate to view said legislation. But I will proffer the following bereft of any apologetics. Staying the course? If that isn't so far out the window at this point, it laps the earth and comes back through the front door after the Manchester bombing, after now the London Bridge massacre. You may as well hand in your sovereignty card at that point. No? I was encouraged by the result of Brexit. I did not, however, hoodwink myself into believing it was even mostly about the travails of mass migration. I believe rightly surmised that it was rather an electoral euphony, the culmination, in other words, of decades of broiling resentment at the increasingly draconian policies and leadership of the European Union. It was not, in other words, to be confused with the right-wing sea change of an otherwise socialist nation that some in the new media, the alt-right media, as it were, have since portrayed it as. And if I go any farther down this road, I'm going to succumb to precisely the manner of proselytic nonsense that I vowed at the outset to forego. So instead, in closing, if you will permit me this pseudo-folksy foray into rather homilistic nonsense, I will quote Henry Ford and say, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. And what you're getting right now are appalling quantities of dead people. People who were legally disallowed from even the most basic method of self-defense from this manner of horrific massacre. God rest these innocent victims. God save the ones still struggling for their lives in UK area hospitals. God save the Queen. And Godspeed.